Greetings, Commanders, and welcome to the Season 10 Utility Commander card for Plasma. Man, these names are getting complicated. Listen, I wanted to do Utility Commanders last season for Season 9 Commander cards. I didn't finish Season 9 Commander cards. If you're watching this, I still have to do, at the time of filming, I have to do Vega, Rogers, Hancock, and King. King is the wild card. I've got 4 more to do for those, but I needed to get the utility comms for Season 10 out there. Plasma is relevant, and, you know, I got to give credit to Ned on this one. Ned sent me this replay and said, hey, Plasma's still good. You just have to use him against offense comms. I'm like, well, I know that. He destroys infantry, right? He's the utility commander for infantry that destroys infantry. That's great. As opposed to, you know, Kilgore or Hancock, who can, go against small leadership against anyone and do well. Low Plasma used to do good against anyone. And then, who was it for airships? Low risk Dragon Slayer. Dragon Slayer with a 1-slot bust can do amazing things. It's a utility comm. You don't have to be a max leadership, max gear to get value out of them. Well, with Plasma, it's real too. And of course, I got to show that replay before people lose interest in what I'm saying, right? Here it is. Here is the Plasma. And it's real simple. It's a max leadership pure damage build versus a max leadership pure damage build. Of course, Plasma does better when his opponent has full slots. Dragon Slayer still one-shots him, but as you see the blasts go off, within 5 blasts, all the troops are dead, right? The 6th one kills the last bit there. But, you know, and that's because that they had, go back. That is because they had a shield, right? Oh, geez. Okay, so that is because Dragon Slayer's shield triggers here. So boom, she gets her shield, so she survives a bit longer. And you can actually see how much more she survives. So the plasma damage is done before the shield is added. That's interesting. Quantum Blast triggers before the tier 12 shield for doing damage is added. That's cool. Now here comes another Quantum Blast. She totally absorbs it. That's how big the shield is. Totally absorbs it, and then absorbs half of another one? No. 1312, 901. 1312 to 900. Then it hits on this one, 901. It's so strange how it's like the shield absorbed 100% of the hit, but it didn't absorb any of the next one, or like just enough to stay on to absorb one. Very interesting replay, but it works against damage builds, right? That's the idea. Let's not get too lost in this replay here. It's Destruction Helm for max damage, Titan for max damage, Shadow Test Piece for HP. Remember, because Plasma can get bottlenecked on his shield, Quantum Blast, his bomb, if he doesn't have enough hit points. As far as the gemming is concerned, it's right here written up. If you want this commander card, this utility commander card for Season 10, it's in the link description below. You can download it, save it. Right now, I'm only going to do 3. I may add more. These are always getting revised anyway. But the idea is you try to get one shot, right? Your Quantum Blast is based off how many troops die at the moment they die when the skill triggers. So you don't want to get hit for half. So having a small plasma is usually better. In that replay, he had a max leadership plasma, which worked out because Dragon Slayer one-shot him. But against a defense comm who has a better durability and lower damage, that might be totally working against him. Now, of course, combat plasma, if he had some more dodge, does do dodge and do a little bit of damage back. But really, plasma is best played as a bomber. Anyway, you awaken resistance weaken to make sure you don't run into a commander that doesn't have, or that's running Sui, right? So if you're running into a King that's pure damage build, or if you're running into a Kilgore or Hancock that's pure damage build, you're going to do really well. Stay away from Elf. Stay away from Tank Full Metal. Offense Full Metal you might do okay against. He'll do good against all infantry comms, and then the Vegas and Dragon Slayers of the world. Stay away from Reinhardt and Rogers. As far as the pants, you want to go pure damage in the pants. I don't think Crit Wither is going to affect him, so you don't have to really worry about it. He's going to be countered by, the tank builds, right? Elf, Rogers, Reinhardt, Hancock tank build. And then as far as gems, you want to gems Gemini, Sagittarius, Andromeda, double Virgo, double Leo for resistance, weaken, and attack. Gems aren't too crucial if you're building a pure bomb plasma, and you don't have to have tier 12 to do this. You can do with smaller tiers or even low tiers if your opponent doesn't have tier suppression. So anyway, I will show that replay one more time, and thank Ned for sending that in, because it is a valuable build. It's not as good as Dragon Slayer right now, right? But who is, right? Dragon Slayer's broken. It's not as good as Hancock right now, but who is, But maybe they'll buff Plasma. Maybe they'll get another infantry comm out there to be utility. But this is a viable build. It is dangerous to run into. And he could have done almost as much damage with half as much leadership. This Plasma could have. So He does well. Going against AMG's Dragon Slayer, who was the leader of Star. I mean, that's a big Dragon Slayer, big player account, big research. So he does well. So anyway, that's the Plasma Utility Season 10 Commander card. I hope you enjoyed that. More to come.